Alright, so today I'm finally back in the gym after a pretty long Easter holiday off, at least off any gym work. But I'm back in the gym and I'm just gonna quickly warm up, show a few of the main lifts I do at Nova, just in cycle, in season. And yeah, I'm not gonna go too heavy because I probably can't right now anyway. But yeah, so enjoy. So here, I'm just starting with some lunges, trying to get some full depth. It's a good dynamic stretch to warm up the legs, obviously. Pretty well-known lunges, but doing a little twist to open up the upper body as well. So yeah, nothing too difficult here or too out of the ordinary. Then here, I'm moving on to some more explosive, like plyometric stuff. So properly warming up my legs for squatting and lifting heavy. Because obviously, again, the point of this is you don't want to get an injury whilst lifting heavy. Again, another little dynamic stretch here. Just picking up the daisies or, well, whatever you want to call it. But, so yeah, just do a few of these. Stretch out the hamstrings. This obviously is not necessary, but I guess you can if it's a little cardio. But yeah, skip this. Alright, so normally on all the main lifts, because I'm in the sprinting group, I'm training for power and explosiveness. So I'm doing heavier reps and lower rep ranges. So maybe 3 to 5 reps, maybe a few more on less strength-based exercises. So I'll try and go relatively heavy, but not too many reps. Alright, so the first key lift is a good bit of incline bench press. So as a breaststroker and a sprinter, it's very important that, you are doing some form of bench press because you've got to have a strong chest. So obviously just warming up here. I don't know what happened there, struggled to re-rack, 30 kg? But anyway, so I do at least 2 warm-up sets just because it's pretty easy to tear something on bench press if you've got poor form or you're maybe doing dumbbell bench and you kind of don't properly put the weights down. But anyway, so 2 warm-up sets and then I'll go into my working sets. So this is the second warm-up set. I think this is about 50 kg on this one. Again, making sure full range of motion and, breathing out on the pushing the weight up and then breathing in, going down. Now, I'm just going for one plate here, so 60 kg. As I said, nothing too heavy because I have not been in the gym for a while. But this is obviously one of those lifts that you will improve relatively fast, and it is one that you do want to improve, again, especially as a breaststroker, because strength is very important on breaststroke. So it's technique, of course, but once you've got your technique at a good level, obviously it can still improve, but you're going to need to get a lot stronger if you want to see those PBs and gains made in the pool. So yeah. So now I'm moving on to pull-ups. Obviously this is a back exercise, and unfortunately I do not have any weights, so you'll see later on that I normally would be doing weighted pull-ups for the strength training, but right now it's just body weight pull-ups. But it means you can kind of concentrate on your form a bit better, but obviously make sure you're getting full range of motion. Try not to do cheap pull-ups unless you're kind of doing weighted and it's last few reps. But yeah, you can do wide grip. I kind of feel like it works my back a bit more, or you can do side grip if you want it a little easier. Okay, so now the final lift is the squat, as you can see. I actually was doing these last cycle, not this cycle, but I love squats. Just a proper great exercise for your legs, for explosiveness, and just for overall strength training. So obviously try and get good levels of depth. I'm getting okay levels of depth, I would say. This is 2 plates, so it's not crazy heavy, but the depth could probably be a little bit better. But yeah, I am using my pad, but oh well on that one, ignore. Alright, it is a very sunny day, but anyway, so I'm all done in the gym. Obviously I couldn't show every exercise that I do normally, but there would also be hex bar deadlift. Don't have one, but that's one of the core exercises that we do for the swimming. And then there are also a few on the side exercises, but I will quickly get to those when I get back. So as you can see here, these are all of my lifts that I've been doing for the last cycle. So on Mondays, we would do heavy training on all of these lifts, so hex bar deadlift, incline bench, weighted pull-ups, and low box step-ups. We were doing 5 reps initially, and then I think we went down to just 3 reps. And then also we were normally doing 4 sets, but then we went down to 3 sets and then just 2 sets. And again, this is all just to slowly increase the weight. I did have a little shoulder injury on my bench, so that's why it went down to 30 kg. Obviously not the most impressive. But as I was saying, these are the heavier weights that I do. So in this video, I was not, that's not as heavy as I can go, of course. But yeah, so these are the main weights we were doing on a Monday. And then on the Tuesday, we would do some hip thrusts, some push presses, landmine squats, and then some rows. So obviously hip thrusts and rows are pretty common, but the landmine squats, it's a bit of a less used exercise maybe, but it's basically just a squat exercise, so glutes and thighs. And then the push press is just a bit of shoulder work, which is obviously important as a swimmer because, it's very easy to injure your shoulders if they're not strong. But yeah, so I would recommend, if I'm in a place to recommend anything, if you're just doing gym work on your own, focus on the core exercises first. So the squat, bench, and hex bar deadlift, I would say, and some pull-ups.